So, the other day I was trying to put up just a single shelf in my living room, just one simple shelf.
Oh, yeah, I know how that goes.
Right, and I bought this supposedly heavy-duty masonry drill bit. I braced myself and just nothing. The stubborn wall completely won.
A solid wall is a formidable opponent.
It really is. The drill bit actually melted a little bit.
Wow.
Yeah. But it got me thinking about humanity's absolute obsession with ultimate durability and how much we rely on materials that just refuse to
It's
break.
a very human pursuit.
Yeah,
We were always looking for that next level of structural strength to build our world.
exactly. And today's deep dive is about exactly that. We're looking at an incredibly optimistic scientific breakthrough that feels almost like science fiction but is entirely real.
It really is. We're exploring how scientists settled a decades-old space rock mystery,
Yeah, they successfully created a literal super diamond in the laboratory.
which is just mind-blowing.
Totally. But hey, before we get into the science of Lonsdaleite and solving complex problems, I should mention today's deep dive is sponsored by Embersil.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so if you need help with AI training or automation or integration or software development, they are your go-to.
Highly recommend checking them out.
Definitely. Uncovering where agents could make the most impact for your business or personal life. Check out embersilk.com for AI needs.
All right, so returning to our mystery.
Right. Where did the idea for this super diamond actually come from?
Well, nature gave us the very first clues. Regular diamonds, like the kind on a saw blade or a ring, they have a cubic crystal lattice.
The classic diamond structure we all think of.
Exactly. But back in 1967, scientists were examining the Canyon Diablo meteorite, and they discovered a totally different carbon allotrope.
A space diamond.
Essentially, yeah. The immense heat and stress of the meteor striking Earth had transformed graphite into diamond, but it retained a hexagonal crystal lattice. They named it Lonsdaleite.
I mean, it makes sense why people would be skeptical about that, though. It's hard to believe a meteorite impact creates a completely new architectural blueprint for carbon.
Instead of just damaging what's already there.
Yeah, exactly. Is that why it remained a mystery for so long?
Precisely. For decades, there was this massive debate. Many experts thought Lonsdaleite wasn't a distinct material at all.
They thought it was just regular cubic diamond,
Yes, but riddled with microscopic stacking faults.
like structural defects.
Right, defects that merely made it look hexagonal under a microscope.
So if we were stuck debating whether this was a real material or just defective regular diamond, what finally broke the stalemate?
A major 2025 computational study by Bean and colleagues. It provided the definitive proof we needed.
Oh, wow. So very recently.
Very recent. Using advanced simulations, they showed that hexagonal diamond is indeed a distinct metastable polymorph.
Okay, break that down for us.
Think of it as a physically distinct crystal structure that can exist stably under the right extreme conditions, like a completely different architectural blueprint for carbon.
So nature laid out the breadcrumbs and human science finally decoded them.
Right.
That is incredible.
It really is. We solved the puzzle.
So nature left us this incredible blueprint in a crater. How long did it take for us to figure out how to build it ourselves?
Not long after that theoretical validation, actually, recent breakthroughs from researchers like Yang and colleagues publishing in Nature and Ho Kwon Mao's group have been huge.
They successfully created it.
Yes, millimeter scale, near pure hexagonal diamonds. They aren't just finding microscopic flecks anymore, they are actually forging it in the lab.
What kind of extreme recipe does that even require?
Well, they essentially mimics the extreme conditions of a meteorite impact. They use static high-pressure tools.
To literally crush it into existence.
Basically, they found this perfect sweet spot. They squeezed the carbon precursor at 20 gigapascals of pressure.
Which is what, like a crazy amount of weight?
That is about 200,000 times standard atmospheric pressure.
That is absurd. And they heated it right.
Yes, to 1400 degrees Celsius.
The results of that are staggering. To put the numbers in perspective for everyone, regular diamond is the undisputed heavyweight champion of the Vickers hardness scale.
All right, sitting around 100 to 115 gigapascals.
But a recent Chinese study recorded synthetic Lonsdaleite hitting 155 gigapascals.
Which is up to 58% harder than natural diamond.
Just absolutely wildly hard. And the reason why comes down to its structure, doesn't it?
It does. That hexagonal atomic arrangement naturally resists shear forces.
The forces that cause layers of atoms to slide past each other.
Exactly. It resists those much better than standard cubic structures do.
The real-world implications of crossing that 155 gigapascal threshold are massive for human progress.
Huge. We are looking at the creation of virtually indestructible machining tools.
Imagine tools that never wear out.
Right, allowing us to build infrastructure faster and more safely. And it unlocks things we've only dreamed of.
Like geothermal drilling.
Yes. With drill bits made of Lonsdaleite, we could achieve hyper-efficient geothermal drilling. That means reaching deeper into the Earth's crust to access virtually limitless, abundant clean energy.
There is even speculation that these hexagonal diamonds could be utilized in next-generation superconductors.
It is a perfect example of how our ability to understand and manipulate the atomic world leads directly to a brighter, more advanced future.
It really makes you wonder. If human ingenuity can literally rearrange carbon atoms to outdo nature's absolute hardest material, what other impossible materials are waiting to be forged to help us build a brighter future?
A very exciting thought.
Something for you to mull over. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please subscribe to the show. Hey, leave us a 5-star review if you can. It really does help get the word out. Thanks for tuning in.